enjoyed with y'all. It's just the fact that when I'm with y'all, it's calm, relaxing. If they want to do a raid, I'll gladly help launch a nuke or set off encrypted. So I have the mentality to help trigger events. I enjoy writing, not just for myself, but with others, getting other people involved. And it's just less stress, less anything. I don't have to think. I just get to enjoy with everybody else, basically.
So, like you said, you met us. I met you when I was in AFOX and I had to leave. I just enjoyed being with you guys. I enjoyed the RP. I enjoyed meeting all these different people, and I just want to experience that more. I know that kind of seems a little selfish in a way, and I do enjoy like helping other people. That's what I do. When I played on Xbox, I would just go out and help people. When I just enjoy talking to people. Selfish. I'm sorry.
I just posted it to the Cadet General Discord. Once I get your info, Andrew, I can pull you into our Discord.
What do you need for that? You just need the numbers, I take it?
I think it's just the numbers. Yeah.
Alright, let me send that to you.
Just send it to me across PSN.
Okay.
no, this is just like with CJ Martin's group. He just makes sure that the good people are there. Yeah, I just farm, turn it in. Geek with them, and then move on. No drama.
Right. I was just gonna say, would any of the officers present like to see anything at this point?
I mean, I was just gonna butt in and say, would it be unreasonable to say that it's a privilege to be affiliated with the 5-0, and it's your
Not at all.
responsibility to toe the line so that our ideals are upheld and respect is given where it needs to be given, right?
And that's why we read. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree that this is not just a flash in the pan. This is something that's been built since beta. 5 and I have dedicated blood, sweat, and tears to do this, and then it's been built with a dedicated body of players like Pre, like McCoy, like Tebeshra, that have decided that this is worth the investment. And so it is something that yes, it is a video game, but it's also something that we feel strongly about, and so we kind of have this expectation in terms of representation and behavior, both to the outward, like Bethesda large, and the other communities that we are engaged with, like the Free States and the Vultures, and Doc Martin, and the Enclave, and the Order of the Lamp, and the RCAC. These are all groups that we frequently do things with, and so it's not just about how people interact within our own small community, but within the larger multi-faction community. I guess, Pre, Dan, you guys want to say anything?
Go ahead, Pre, if you've got something.
Oh, I was just gonna say, for years, as a kid, I just played, games, hack and slash, God of War, Madden, I never got into, RPGs. So I met my old lady, and she got me into them, and they were fun. Then this game came out. I'm like, oh, this is pretty badass, people online doing Fallout. and I was running around just killing shit. And then I met these guys, and it turned the corner for me. I mean, it was cool to see other people want to do something besides just run around and kill shit and this and that. They actually wanted to create and make, a community and make our own stories. And I thought that was pretty badass. So, well, I was hooked. And ever since then, I mean, I enjoy it. Like I said before, if it wasn't for the community, 5-0, I wouldn't play this game probably. I would have played something different. Every so often, I'll buy a game and I'll play for a little while, but I'll always go back to Fall. I mean, this is my game. Fallout 76 is the main game I play, day in, day out, because of this community, because of this group. And yeah.
Yeah, just to echo what they've all said. Really, like to me, it's more about community, like MMO, roleplay. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, your parents' tax dollars taught me how to play D&D more or less. So, and Pri, you could probably attest to that. I mean,
Yeah,
there's probably been.
I did D&D when I was younger, and just
I was about to say I didn't do D&D until I was in the army.
I'm,
So,
I'm proud to be part of this community. I'm proud of this group. If I'm out roaming around by myself, if I come across other people, I'll say, yeah, I belong to a roleplay community, Fallout 5-0. And if they know us, cool. If they don't, cool.
yeah, and listening to everyone, I mean, a lot of the things that I wanted to say were covered, but I think one thing I'd also include is like as being part of this community, like if you've got ideas about something, it's not glossed over. These people actually do listen.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even in this process, there's feedback from all of us in there. So I mean, you could say something, and yeah, you're not ignored. They will consider it.
Yeah, it takes a village. Like I cannot stress that enough. Like this is not something that Ray and I just created and we're like and enjoy. Like this is a community effort and it's collaboration. Like
but you gave us a canvas though. You gave us all the canvas, and now we can all
Well, we want to support. Yeah, we want to support. So like Ray and I, we want to support all the creation. And Dan's right. Like if people have ideas, we want to hear them. We want to know your thoughts, your opinions. We will listen. We will absolutely listen. And it's
But
not
one
a
thing I will
dictatorship.
say, and I want to interrupt, but make it reasonable, make it believable.
Well, yeah.
Don't.
Right.
We've had issues in the past.
You can't bring a Khajiit into this, even though they're both Bethesda. But yes. Right. Be careful with the aliens too. But we're one of those things that I'm going to ask you to do, and this will all happen in Discord once we get out of here, is I'm going to ask you to fill out some paperwork about like your character and your backstory, and it's so that I as the lore writer, because I'm the one that does a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to kind of trying to put the pieces together, not just within our own community, but with all the other communities we RP with. So a lot of times I'm in communication with the other communities. I'm like, hey, we have this person that just came in and they have this role, they have this kind of backstory that might kind of connect with something that you have. How can we kind of blend that if you want to? not a requirement. And so I spend a lot of time kind of puzzle piecing a lot of the aspects. And so you'll see that we totally encourage creativity. We totally encourage people. Like, I had this idea and I want to run a quest where just whether it's a one-shot event where you create a one-shot D&D style event where you're the dungeon master and you run us through it. We'll go through it. Like, myself, Dan, Tabesha, we'll go through it. We will do it. As our characters to experience it. We just ask that you just communicate with us at all times. And we're going to assign you mentors, and like I said, you're also going to have a command staff officer with you as well. But we're all about this idea of it's not a vacuum. We all have amazing stories, and it only becomes that much better when we work together. Right. And if I can interject just for a second, at the end of 30 days, I just want to put this in here. At the end of 30 days of cadethood, there is an evaluation, and it is not a guarantee. I just want to stress that. They're both in. I'm gonna assign their mentors right now. Yeah. Well, do either of you have questions at this time?
No, I don't think I do. I think I understand.
How about you, Wolfclub?
Straightforward. Makes sense. I agree.
Have we scared either of you off?
No.
Okay. So you'll notice in the Discord I put in the Cadet General, I put the requirements. You can see that I dropped a document about what it means to move from Cadet to Private, and that's when the bridge walk happens, is the Cadet to Private, and you can see all the other ranks there as well. We're pretty transparent. when it comes to this stuff. There's no reason to be mysterious. I find mysteriousness breeds drama, so transparency like pretty much eliminates that at all levels. You'll notice that things are labeled as in character, or if they don't say in character, then it's assumed that you can do it out of character. Nuke launches are always out of character. Always. Point blank, period, stop. If you launch a nuke and you're on your 5.0 character, it is considered out of character. Looking at you, Tub. And,
Wait, what'd I do?
I'm just laughing.
Well, I missed it. I'm
chaotic.
sorry.
I'm gonna say silent. I guess I know the answer.
Oh yeah, because the responders were the aid was a wasteland, not.
I was gonna say that's just out of the idea of responders. They were firemen,
I mean-
police, and medics. That wouldn't make any
Yeah,
sense for
Right.
a responder to be like,
Responders.
"I'm gonna drop a nuke and kill millions of people."
Doesn't
I
make
get
any
it.
sense.
Just blame Jake. Okay.
Well, we say that. I laughingly say that because that's one of the arguments about nukes, and I'm like, it's like that was a Bosac Order the Lamp maneuver and Templar thing. But
Yeah.
but I stress that because there are actions when you're around our other faction players, because here's the reality: we all intermix. So on any given server, you will have 5.0, you will have EAF, you will have RCAC, Order the Lamp, Brotherhood, who am I
Vultures.
missing? Vultures.
Vultures, yeah.
We'll all be together. And so if you do something like launch a nuke, it's understood that we're doing it out of character, because if you do it in character, it's going to have absolute repercussions given our storyline.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to be a problem.
Oops.
So Jake just excuses himself. So that brings me to actually kind of the idea of our in-game small stuff and our lore videos. And it's really important. So I don't know, I know you, War Club, have kind of followed the Trial of the Warlord stuff. So I know that you're pretty aware of it. I don't know if you have, Andrew. Have you followed any of our Trial of the Warlord videos?
I have not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so on our website. Okay, you do that. I'm gonna check right now while you're talking.
Yep, I see it.
Yep, they do. They have access to it. Right. Bad
Got
things.
it. Enclave are bad guys, basically.
Well,
Got it.
okay,
Or
not
not
necessarily.
No, yeah,
They're
Neutral.
Yeah. Can I interject for a second? I was just gonna say, like, so the big lore, like those overarching concepts that he's talking about, were like, hey, here's how Corey and Connor are reacting to General Fox, and General Fox is reacting to Paladin Irvine, and he is reacting to Warlord and Condor, and so on and so forth, from the leaders of the factions. The leadership interactions does not necessarily mean that individual reactions are the same. For example, while Corey might feel a specific way about General Fox, my other characters, because they've had different interactions with EAF members, behave differently. Just like Corey treats, my character Corey here, treats some of the vultures. She actually administers aid and first aid and triage to some of the vultures in Free States, even though the situation is so dire that it is what it is, you know. So just because the large picture is what it is, doesn't mean that your individual character may not have different kind of, like, I get along with this person, but I hate this person. For example, McCoy, like, loathes all EAF right now because he has ties to his past with Bandit Town, and there are some good people in Bandit Town, the bombing of Bandit Town. But at the same time, you know, he recognizes that Healy, the Warlord, was a big old jerk and hates him, like, point blank at the end of the day. So it's complicated and intricate, and so be thinking about that. Yes. Oh, our dog must want out.
Where's the videos?
I thought it was hail or something going on.
That's our dog. That's our dog. That's our wolf. Can you please let her out?
My dad used to breed Siberian Huskies, so.
Well, she's a hybrid. She's actually a hybrid, so yeah, she's bigger than a normal.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
I lost that thing y'all pinned.
Did you guys? Let me real quick. Did you guys see the Google Doc I posted in the cadet section of the Discord?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can DM me personally. I'm obviously Scald, Field Commander, on the Discord. I would be your first point of contact. Let me tell you your assignments. So, War Club, your
Yes.
mentor. Oh my gosh, where did the? Hang on. Oh, I lost them all. What in the world? And you were like, hey, I want to join on my mentor. Totally acceptable. They know it's coming. It's not a surprise. You're the person to talk. They are the person to talk to if you have questions, like on like the basic stuff, like how do I navigate this and how do I do that and tact to this and how do I behave here, right? War Club, your officer, your command officer is Pre. Okay? So if you have larger issues, he's the one you need to talk to, and then he's going to be the one that takes you on like tactical missions. He's going to be the one that like looks at like the bigger picture, okay? Andrew, yours is Dan McCoy here. He's going to be the one that's going to be looking at kind of the big picture. At the end of 30 days, an evaluation after all of it is done is based off of both your interactions with your mentor and your command staff officer that's assigned to you. Okay? Now, anybody can obviously speak, like, any of the command staff can speak to you. There are, Pyogenes is another she's not present tonight, but she's also an officer. and then there are 2 other mentors, Officer Barnett and Callie the Drogo. They are other officers, and we'll try to get another meeting set up. It's a little bit hard because of 8 people server, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But and
Also-
Mama Modus is another mentor. She'll be Brat's mentor. So so you can interact with any mentor, but those are your personal mentors, and they're your FTO. They're your field training officer. They're the ones that are going to essentially be your partner through this 30 days. So talk to them, and then talk to your command staff officer, whether it's Pre, whether it's Dan, or any of us can relate. So Teb, myself, and Ray, and Pyogenes, we can all do it, but we also have other duties that we have to do too. So that's why we kind of spread the wealth.
Yes, it is Tom. No, sorry. I don't sing. I'm good with computers. That's about it. Getting into locked computers, passwords, mainly.
And that's why, Connor, I assigned him to Isaac. I felt that he and Hawkins would be a match, perfectly made in Modus Heaven.
Sweet. Can't wait. I have not. No, I have not. Got it. Unfortunately, I'm not a very talented person. I'm very boring.
Well, forgive the old pre-war saying, but I got a particular set of skills. Skills that make me dangerous to enemies. And unfortunately, you've seen those skills with Togo Willies.
I'll be there. I'll be there, Commander.
Absolutely.
Hey, speaking of action, pre, I only got one thing to say to you about you being my mentor.
What?
That.
Ah, yes. That's what I like to hear.
Well,
enjoy that sound.
technically,
I'm not your
Lord,
mentor. I'm not your mentor.
He's your
But-
commanding officer.
Commanding officer, there you go. I'll still drink to
Your-
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say your mentor, Stonehorn, of course, is Macklin.
Big Papa, I'm ready.
I think you'll
Are
be
there
just fine. Just fine.
Any questions from either of the cadets at this period?
No, I don't think so. I think I got everything, understand everything. Wrong button.
It's
Kinda
okay. We all do it.
Nope.
Uh,
Nope. I would never do such a thing. No.
Don't make me use this.
No.
Please
Nope.
make me use this.
Nope.
Um,
Never pull a pistol.
cadets, because you officially get a cadet status. You need to have a cadet uniform. That would be the kind of dirty gray, dark blue. Do both of you have a cadet uniform? Because when you're on official
I do
5-0 business, you are expected to wear
no.
that uniform.
Nope. Wrong. Nope.
How about that?
The gray one.
Nope.
Gray one.
Nope.
Going on.
Nope. That is an invested member.
Yep.
It's a little bungalow. It's the dark gray. Does anybody have
Little
it?
tent. Little
All right,
tent,
I
isn't it?
will head there now, if that's okay.
It's a tent. Yep.
Oh wait, is it this one?
Oh, there you yeah.
Yes.
That's the one.
There you go.
Dan, you wanna take him since he's your Yes.
Yep, we can take care of that.
All right.
All right,
I'm gonna
follow
stay.
you, Dan.
Connor, do not leave the building because I need to do some stuff and I'm stepping away in my head to do the stuff. So don't leave me floating in the air.
Hmm.
Thank you.
And that's
Well, if we're on our way to the trailer, may as well stop by and do a collision course. So come on.
Yes, please.
There-
I'll go
there
do.
you go.
You know what? I'm gonna sit down at the desk and do some paperwork real quick. If anybody wants to go do a collision course, it's a perfect opportunity.
The hell with it. I'm down to shoot some shit.
Let's go take care of HQ.
Come here, gorgeous. Holy hell, he's way out here. Alright, found it. Nope, free, we had a runner. Wait, not anymore.
Yep, that's called a hot toddy.
For once, I feel like I might be able to take a good night's sleep. Just gotta shut the door on you. There are glass walls. It's a little strange, Connor. You know what I hear, actually, Connor, is that Jameson has something for us to look at.
Alright, Commander. Area secure.
Collision course is finished?
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Affirmative.
It did not take long. Does anybody know if Cadet Tom received cadet uniform?
Oh, we should probably go get him some uniform, huh?
Well, in the bungalow, I know that there is a uniform. I do too. If there's none there, I definitely have some as well. Connor, I'm extremely excited. The powers that be are offering up some medical items for my purchasing in 1 week. God Todd. Pray to God Todd.
That's what McDonald's does to you, buddy.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
Or Tom, rather. Your uniform is right here.
Thank you.
Including, yep. There you go.
Special
I
moment?
don't wear
Was there a
any
hat
armor.
there too?
I just wear power armor.
I do believe
Is that
so.
okay?
Perfect. Tom,
Yeah, that's
Cadet. Let me just go ahead and use your official rank at this point. Power armor is fantastic when you're in the field. The hat is perfect in communication. But for specific ceremonial information, or if we are doing a charitable walkabout, those sorts of moments, you're gonna want to be in your cadet uniform. For example, Colonel Wright is also a power armor fanatic. To be quite frank, I don't understand it. But
That's
when
putting
we
it mildly.
when we do walkabouts, he tends to stay in his uniform versus the power armor, because we try to, frankly, right, the responder
Don't
power armor
have
is good
that.
too. It's on sale
discount.
currently in the Atom Shop if you would like it.
I'll definitely have to
The
check that
responder
out after
bundle.
this. I bought.
We find that a lot of power armor rolling up on a lone vault dweller is somewhat intimidating.
Yeah,
So
it's very terrifying when someone rolls up in power armor.
yes,
With, yeah,
yes.
yeah, no, I
Having a
understand.
uniform, having the cadet or patrolman uniform is critical in de-escalating the tension that occurs.
Makes sense.
Perfect. So everybody has a cadet uniform now?
Yep.
And a hat? Stonehorn, you have a hat?
No hat.
I have a hat. I'll give you, I have one, I believe, as an extra.
Sweet.
I think. Let me see. Yep.
Fingers crossed.
I believe that is the gray one. Let me see. Did I drop it? Let me see. I dropped two. One of them is the actual. Check and
Let's see.
see.
Let's see if I got it.
Yep, that is correct. Perfect. So should you make it to Bridge Walk, you're fine. Let the wolf in. Uh, should you make it from cadet to private, that is the uniform you would be wearing for that bridge walk. Again, if you have any difficulty connecting with your mentor, let me know. Tom, I will be sending you privately a message across the Pip-Boy DM on the PlayStation name of the person that is your mentor. Sergeant Hawkins. He's our resident savant. He's both Brotherhood and Responder.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I
Love
think
chill
you'll
with
find
Hawkins.
I think you'll find him.
I would never do that unless you told me to do so. To do so, sir.
I think
White hat hackers.
I
It's called
think
a
I
white
think
hat
you mean
hacker.
firewall, sir.
firewall. I think is yes. Well, it is Dutch, sir. He can be quite convincing. What? Dutch? Connor, I'm just saying we need to have a conversation about that.
Oh, fucking turd walker.
Fucking
Screw that guy.
Sergeant. Who are you finding? Yes, that's private. That's Private Clink. You might, Private Jameson. You might message Private Jameson. Maybe, perhaps have him.
Have him come
here.
to us. Have
I
him
would
come
say
to us.
we have a spot. Cadets, you are dismissed. There's no requirement to stay this evening. There's no requirement for you to do anything other than simply enjoy the evening. I would reach out. War Club. I believe Captain Macklin is awake, so you could connect with him. Andrew, or Tom, I do not believe Hawkins is awake. He's not usually awake on a Friday night, but he is the rest of the week.
All right. So when
You
he's
could-
online, just want
Yes,
when
I
he-
will send
to
you.
meet up
I'll
with
send
him and
out of
correct.
character. I will totally send you his stuff. He's probably asleep. He works a pretty tough
Yeah,
shift.
he should be around Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. In the meantime, feel free to join on any, you can join on any of the 5-0, both of you, obviously. You guys should have most of our PSNs by now.
I think. Yep.
Mm-hmm. He sells himself short every single time.
Humility is good.
Alright, we're gonna hang out here and hope that Jameson jumps on to our world. You do not need to stay here, like I said. Feel free to jump into one of the 5-0 members' world, because we're gonna be doing some out of character, looking at base building stuff for sets. Because this is the other part of the 5-0 is that we do set building for video and photography. So we have certain things, like we'll put up like a looking for somebody to do something, and so Jameson has something to Clink has something to present to us. So feel free to
poor
jump
Clink.
to
The
one of the
sacrifice he had to
5-0s.
make.
Hey, look!
Well,
I mean,
he kind of volunteered for it.
he volunteered.
I know. No, he tried so hard. Please don't let us sacrifice me in vain. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, it's everybody. Everybody has an opportunity until the 15th. You have until the 15th to submit a proposal. So, I mean, technically, War Club, Andrew, what we're talking about is, mm-hmm.
From what I saw, you won't be disappointed.
Well, I look forward to seeing it. I'm trying to get him in here. So you said, please join. Oh, because you're in the recruit channel. Please join. Five O's World. No, you wrote in the recruit channel. It's fine. I just messaged him directly. But yeah,
I'm in a party with him. I'll jump over there real quick and tell him.
Please.
Cool. He just said okay. He should be coming over. Feel free, guys, jump in. I would recommend Andrew and War Club if you guys are interested. Joining on Caveman, Captain Macklin's World. Wow, I've been drinking too much.
Captain Caveman.
Well, it's like Captain Caveman. It was really difficult for a second. Wow, 80 is
Alright, he's
coming
coming.
out.
I don't think I'm
Join on
friends
his
with him.
world, and go in as cadets. You have our blessing. You are in character considered cadets. All caps.
So, I need to get close to Caveman, right? I got a
He is
cell
your
phone number.
mentor.
I win.
Well,
there you go.
Cell phone numbers are not enough. You gotta have his recommendation plus all the things and your
He's my
command
bra.
staff.
The love is real.
Hey, Pri.
Remember, Work Club, you also have
Happy birthday.
your command is free.
Yes, ma'am.
You got
Yeah,
both
we'll
of
be
them.
doing some recon, some scouting, and some patrols.
So be sneaky and blow shit up. I can dig that.
I'm a big fan of killing shit. So when you kill shit, go with me.
And clowns. Pri is a big fan of clowns.
Oh yeah, Pre loves clowns.
No.
And it's a requirement to call him sir. We know
Yep.
It
this.
is not.
I heard. No.
I know
I heard
clowns,
what he
too.
said.
That real fun.
I think Clink is in the world, so he should be coming over in a second.
We're only what are you a few months apart, right?
Yes. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
August.
we're
Oh,
only-
I am
really-
too.
You're only a few months apart.
Oh, so we're like, well, yeah, a few months.
Yeah,
out.
August 3rd.
Oh, there you go.
I think I knew that.
I think he's got you by a few years, though, Tab.
It's
All right. So
Caveman
Yeah, I know.
19, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
If you
You
haven't
just-
guessed, Andrew and War Club, a lot of us are a little bit on the older side. Anything.
I
Oh, he's
remember
younger.
being 24.
Oh yeah.
I'm old at heart.
You remember them good old days? Average farm remember.
Where's
I
his
sent him a friend's request.
pants at?
Perfect.
See if he'll accept it.
I'm gonna, let me know. I'll tell him. Andrew.
What if his baby girl's distracting him? Oh, have you not heard his baby girl? She's adorable.
And I did put my name in the PSN thing. so-
Perfect.
Hmm.
Oh.
Don't start.
Where's your shotgun?
I'm
Right here.
assuming all of you are ready to roll out to the East Coast, just in case.
I got thunder and lightning
East
ready
Coast,
to go.
what?
I mean, because our oldest was, dating and everything.
Oh yeah. It's
She
like
just-
that. Have you guys ever seen the movie Den of Thieves?
Ooh.
They're in the garage, acting all
mm.
serious, and then as soon as the boy leaves, they crack up laughing. I think we got him.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that steals your thunder.
Well, hold on though. Think about the voice though. Even if they think the videos are whimsical or stupid,
It's
the voice will
intimidating.
get him. The voice will
Yeah.
get him.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Tree is fucking pretty much me. I mean, I'm like, fucking how I am.
I think the same thing about me and Jake.
I
He's
mean,
very much like myself, so it's easy for me to play in his shoes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, as a starting point, but then you diverge into other characters.
then you
can
you add,
step out of
subtract,
that
whatever you
comfort
want,
zone.
you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Clickety.
Like I'm a writer, so as a writer, I'm always like, I don't know. I just separate myself. And...
The king of the water mangoes.
Hmm.
I would just like to say
That
his
makes so much
dad-
sense. Yeah.
His dad, as an angry individual, would be terrifying. I'm just saying, like, if he was like really like you wanted oh you wronged my family, I'd be like, okay, sorry. Crawl to my rock now.
We got respawns.
Ow.
Sorry, Kurt. Sorry, buddy.
All right. So
All
Quake
right.
will go to your place. Where is it?
Alrighty then. If you look, I'll be spawning over there. But if you look, it's just up and to the left of the N8, the 98 NAR there. So if you look straight up from the White Springs, you'll see my marker once I spawn over.
See it.
You gotta realize this too, Mr. 50. Clink is our builder guy. Like, we all turn to him for a reason.
There we are.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, ears. Oh my God, what is that noise?
Probably vertebrates. They like to fly by.
Oh no, I have a black screen. I need to reload. Don't do anything yet.
No. All right. No.
More junk for the
Well, welcome to Jameson's home for now. Oh God. Tormund running through the house. Reach straight through the porch.
Make it out
And
here
free
real
as
quick.
well.
I don't spawn
Oh,
inside
yeah.
the building.
The entire reason I built up here. Don't worry.
Don't go in. Don't go in.
Don't go ahead.
Have you seen the view yet, you guys?
You die. Can I harm
Yeah.
you?
Isn't that view
Ah.
badass?
I figure I'm gonna twinkle off this
Oil
edge here.
spill. I have never seen
A little bit
anything
dangerously.
so beautiful.
That view is the shit, man.
It is majestic.
I mean, fuck.
Yeah. Really?
Lackluster. Yeah. People always give me shit for how I
Plastic is
choose
the
different
gift
games
that
on different
keeps on
systems, but
Hmm.
there's a reason.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Bloodborne. Yep.
Ah.
Yeah, Xbox for me is multiplayer games, and obviously each system respectively for their exclusives, but Microsoft is pretty lackluster in the exclusive department. So multiplayer games, and like games that are just stunning on Xbox Series X or One X. I don't have the new one yet. Like Red Dead is just breathtaking. A lot of them. And then PlayStation 76 is really my only off-the-wall multiplayer game.
You're out of audio.
Otherwise, I would be on Xbox, but you know, I'm glad I'm on PlayStation and started on PlayStation for 76. My fighting games, sports games, and then of course Sony's amazing exclusives.
Thanks.
I get you. Beauty of the jetpack.
Show me where I'm going.
This way. Follow me.
Okay.
Which way?
This cloth is
Going right into the shelter, right?
I'm bringing-
Link came to
crumble
save me.
into powder.
So,
Did I win the lottery?
just
back here.
saying. Link came to save
Would you
me.
like to join my scavenger hunt? Today we're gathering.
We're going inside, right?
waste.
I believe we are.
Okay.
Alright, so for anyone who is
it's
not
right
currently
here.
following me, it's you walk all the way around back. Yep. Just walk the porch and the door is right here.
Alright. That's cool. Yep, that's cool.
Give it 1 second. Give it
Yeah.
1 second to load in. There
Yep,
we
I'm
are.
gonna sit here for
Spawn
a
in
minute.
just to the
I'll
5-0
wrap it
symbol.
away.
Gotta have it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, Tormund's standing at me. There we go.
First thing you spawned into, I felt I needed to throw that up there since I had the lighting for it. Yeah, come on in. First floor is mainly just cubicles as well as detention center. And mind you, the budget is literally at 100% right now, so I cannot add or change anything as of right now. So first, I shall run you through the detention center, which the main office here is just filing papers, etc. for any incoming and outgoing prisoners, as well as lockers for their personal effects while they're staying here, we'll say.
Visiting, while they're visiting.
Visiting, yes. Notice the narrow corridor as well as the particle effects that I decided to build down here.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Clean toilets in a week.
I know.
But prisoners
Yeah,
don't
it's a
get
jail
clean
cell.
toilets.
No, I've never been there. Dude. I was getting the dirty one.
No, this is interrogation. You see, the reason I chose the wheelchair is if you see when you sit down in it, it really looks like you could easily be tied up to this, the way you sit. It's a bit awkward.
Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah.
All the
you're
tool
right.
carts
cool.
going around and such. I also love the fact that I was able to get the power box working with the Vault-Tec Gen.
Mhm.
It looks somewhat
It
natural,
looks-
and I love that.
Yeah, it
I love
does.
the look of that. Door. There we go. Alright.
I like that.
Thank you. Alright.
I'll be right back.
Alright then, through here are mainly cubicles, as well as it's almost a precinct, bulletin board of evidence and such, which one of the things I majorly did with this is I made sure that most of the things on here you could actually read to give the idea that it was an evidence board. I wanted to add the effect for it.
I love the lockers over here too.
Thank you. Yep.
Storage, keep out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an evidence depot.
Mm-hmm. It's also where you lock up your weapons and armor while you're
Mhm.
staying here, since you won't be needing them. All the cubicles.
like the cafe.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I've grown very fond of the design of this corner piece, which actually was perfectly up to the ceiling, so I could just use the conduits, not have to run wires. And due to the lack of a fridge, stash box, the Nuka-Cola symbol, because that's the closest thing you get to a cooler.
That's true. That's actually true. Yeah. Speaking of, I need to get back in there. Yeah. The fan at the end is perfect too. It's
Oh
just
yeah,
such
I threw a couple of
subtle
those
touch.
around there.
Yeah.
Just little subtle things, yeah.
Mhm.
Also, I love the yellow and black lining that is already here on the vault floors that line perfectly up with the evidence boards and the cubicles. Definitely. Oh, one of these lights don't work. I have to move a conduit a little further then, because this light is out. Hold on, I'm going to just move this conduit 3 feet to the left here. There we go. That should get it. Nope, don't want to work. May have to just replace it. Give me a second. Nope,
No worries. It's a mock-up.
Yep, just trying to make sure that everything lights up in here and there's not any visual things that cause a problem. Just trying. There we are. Okay, that should get it. And if not, I tried.
Alright, I'm back. Let me see. We just go.
Welcome back,
far.
Free.
So,
So, second
board?
floor.
Yeah, you showed us the
Yeah, I
evidence
showed the
board.
evidence
That's
board.
so good.
Second floor is meeting rooms as well as personal offices. Come on in.
I haven't seen this yet.
Went for the slick black in here.
This is all new for me.
Like
As well as
black.
bathrooms. As well as a shower,
Oh,
too.
good.
In case you're staying
Ooh.
extended periods.
That's for you.
Need hard to handle.
Holy shit.
Yes,
Wow,
the meeting rooms I
awesome.
didn't get to decorate too heavy, but the idea is that anything in the center there is just a turned off monitor with only the responder emblem laying up on it for the moment. The other one has the maps on it currently.
Yeah, this was cool, yep.
Wait. Just even using it so that like the rebar. Look at the rebar. The way the
Where are you at?
So it's scoreboard turned around, but the way that the scoreboard is sitting on the rebar, so it looks like it's actually sitting on a
that's cool. Yeah.
pivot thing, like a wall mount. Yeah. Looks...
Oh, absolutely.
Love it.
Oh man, this is fucking badass. Good job.
And then, since I could not decorate too heavily in the main room, I used the last of the budget to make the skiff.
Which is
over in the Overseer's office.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the skiff is actually a vital component.
Oh, absolutely. Which is why I spared a little expense in here.
I think the cat just caught a mouse. I'm pretty sure she just did. I'm not gonna. Just gonna let her do her thing. Go ahead, Jess. Yep, she totally caught something. I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna put my feet up off the floor because she's chasing something in here.
Welcome to the skiff. Mm-hmm.
Wow, look at the glass.
Wow.
Perfectly lined up, so nothing is getting in or out through that window, and it's perfectly lined up, so nothing can even. There's no gaps in that window.
This is fucking unreal, man.
Yeah, leave it a clink to not leave a window open.
2 chairs for both Johns and Anders, since they're of equal par, and then perfect
Oh,
amount of equal
man.
sharing for each side for any of the other superior officers.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Thank you.
This looks amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The computer terminals
you.
are great.
Yeah. Absolutely. Of course. But yeah, that first floor. Yep, 100% maxed. I cannot build a single more thing in here. Otherwise, this would be. Otherwise, the lead up to the skiff would be a lot more secure. The actual room of the skiff would be more decorated with responder memorabilia.
And if we
Things I
ever
coulda
needed to
done.
film, like the lead up to the skiff, we could use anybody's.
Oh,
That
absolutely.
hallway is universal. It'd be super easy on Charlotte to build barriers and blockades.
Oh, definitely. Hmm. I could totally come over and do it. There are plenty of atomic shop things that I used, but as long as you have most of them and or can easily be changed out for plenty of other things, this could totally be rebuilt. It'd be a pain, but you know, things can be done. Especially, I'm not kidding you, every one of these ones that are in the walls with the responder emblems took 15 minutes. 15 minutes of moving the sign into place so that this actually came through perfectly. Of just
I love
moving
the evidence
this
board.
sign,
Yeah.
get it working.
Well, we would if it were a case that we selected, it would be a case of us sitting down for a couple hours and just us pretty much being like, okay, on team, here you go, and then supplying all those supplies. Yeah.
I mean,
It would
honestly, I'm
be
not
on-
even
it would be
using
on-
this really.
Well,
so-
it would be on 50. It would be on 50's account, and he
Hmm.
has
Hey Ray,
most
can you
of the
put
things.
anything you want on the evidence board? Like, could you make something like, or no?
Mhm.
Like, you couldn't
Yep. digitally? Yeah.
like digitally. Could you put like an actual
Mhm.
evidence? I mean, not the same thing. It's bad, but
Oh yeah, no. That was the idea. The idea was just to give the show you what I was thinking, and to give the idea. No.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
the scoreboard. It's
yeah, video for taping, for recording and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Those are both the scoreboards
That's
turned
cool.
backwards.
Yep. Both of them flip back. Yeah. Yeah. Those two, and then the 5 helmets on the wall upstairs. Those are like my 3
Yeah,
proudest
yep,
things that I did
Yep, those
here.
are my.
Because I legitimately was just trying to come up with something to fill that gap, and I'm like, if this is HQ, there would be something like that lying around. So I was like, definitely need to have the mural up there.
You can't have a locker. Stop looking at them.
I love the offices right here. The meeting rooms.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you'd put more on them on the walls though.
Yeah, that's what we call max budget. Otherwise,
Yeah, I
there would be
know,
more
I
on the
know.
walls.
I know you would, yeah.
Say
man.
nothing. Say nothing. Say nothing.
Yeah,
Say nothing.
No.
I am your voice.
It's alright. I'm
Say nothing.
satisfied. I'm satisfied with being told that big things for building are coming, because that makes me excited for the future, and that's all that needs to be said. I've been from the moment that I picked up the camp system or the settlement building system in 4, I never have been able to put it down. I've loved doing it. I have built so many camps in 76. I legitimately, for my first year of playing, every month to 2 months, I would change my camp and build something completely new.
Yep.
To me, this is fucking what HQ should be, you know? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if anybody wants to try to do something different, that's fine, but I honestly think that this, to beat this, it's gonna be hard. I mean,
Oh.
yeah, I mean,
This is obviously Jake's office. the This is obviously mine because it's got the Voltec diploma in here. Just
Yeah, I try to
saying.
give each of these little
One of us
individuality.
is Voltec certified. Yeah.
I should not have an office. If I remember correctly, I didn't want one.
Saying.
Agrees not much on a desk and typewriter. Smashing it with his fist.
Great. This is great.
I mean, this is everything. I mean, the walls you chose, everything. I mean, it was good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Any officers want to add anything?
Not this guy.
Not this guy. Was there, like, you know what? Frankly, we'll put this. We'll make this. We'll make this your bathroom. There you go. Everybody else will use the other bathroom.
Yeah. I'll go outside around the corner.
Looks solid.
I
love the
wondering
two
what you...
meeting rooms. Yeah, the two different meeting rooms.
Aren't those
nice.
badass? Yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
I love those.
There, just left a symbolic number 6 over there, so.
Uh-oh.
It's been christened.
It's doing good. I just like that there's two separate conference rooms, so you could, in theory, have, you know, that idea of two conferences if you wanted to.
You could have Recon doing something in one room, and you know, fire breathers doing something in another room, or the medical
That
team,
was the
you
idea.
know.
Yeah, I wanted to have more than one because not only for space-wise that it made more sense to have more than one, it also just in character made more sense that we would have more than one office because the skiff is for obviously the high-value talk that can't be heard outside of that room. So that obviously needed to be priority one. But these two side rooms, it just made sense that it would be more than one that would be laying around for different ops. If you had two different teams going on the same mission, then they had their own objectives during said thing. You would have two different things. You wouldn't be having the same groups in the same area.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, we have until the 15th because there may be somebody else submitting stuff, so you have until the 15th.
One feature that I wish I could have kept was the yellow Vault-Tec flooring on the second floor up here leading over to the offices. These were actually glass panels with the wood grates over them, so you could look into the cells.
Oh yeah.
That was what they were originally. That you would be able, you could walk over them and look in, but I had to get rid of them to make room for the skiff and getting everything else up and running. I had to sell the aesthetic, sadly.
You couldn't. The skiff is in the overseer's room. What you could do is you could reduce one cell. You reduce one prison cell and shorten the hallway there. And it would potentially. Also, if you eliminated the posters on the evidence wall, but I mean that then takes away just these like black space, but
yeah.
But you just play around with it. You'd have to kind of figure out what your.
And the nice thing about most of this is when it comes to a lot of these design pieces, a lot of them are easily recreated. So I can easily be like, well, you guys are in the skiff. If I need to decorate a different area, get rid of these barricades, get rid of these, get rid of them. And anything that's out of sight at that moment, even some roofs on like certain portions of the building you can move out. Like, it's easy to save budget, especially like the copper wiring that runs throughout the building. That is a huge budget killer right there, is running conduits. So if I, like, even for one scene got rid of half of these conduits, I could build up an entire room, like, to double what it is now. Even just
You
removing
know what
lights
I
too.
discovered? What I discovered today, actually, when I was building, when I was set building on Quarry, is if you place the Hollywood lights, even if they're not connected, they brighten
They
the
illuminate.
room. It's
Same
the
with construction
weirdest
lights.
thing.
Yeah, the construction
I was
lights do
like,
it too.
What is this? I don't even need to connect them.
It's a weird quirk of theirs where it's useful at times, but other times I want the ambient light too, and I don't want it to be that illuminated. Which it's a really useful thing for something like this, because once again, could trade out lights and just throw one of those up.
It was just bizarre to me. I was like,
I love the cubicles and the dining area. That's just
Yeah, I think that is my
perfect.
proudest portion of this. That
Yeah.
I was so happy with how that came out.
my favorite part is the fact that you got it to look like the responder symbol is actually spray painted on.
Yeah,
Like
those
when
man,
you get
I
really
was.
close, it looks
It
like
looks it.
it's spray painted on versus like yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of that, figuring that out. That was a complete accident when they first released the Vault-Tec targets, that I was playing around with getting a background to it so that it wasn't just see-through, through the mouth and eyes. And the symbol came through that day, and I went, what? And I played with it more, and I found out that was just a thing that it could do. And I recently did that for Hawkins, blew his mind, and he was like, you gotta tell everyone about this. So,
When you
to my
can see
knowledge,
the
that is actually
divots.
my own patent. That
Yep.
is, I think I am the first one to do that, and that is
Seeing
that
the
is something.
divots, yeah, the steel divots, yeah, it's very nice.
No media horror.
Well, at least one of the words was right.
I know, media, really.
Patent has been claimed unofficially by 5-0.
What? 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 I am innocent. What are you talking about? What? What?
Well, I think it's gonna be hard to beat. I really do. I think it's gonna be hard to top. I mean, and if someone does, more power to them, but this is pretty badass.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, fuck. Nope. But yeah, this is the first entry. I mean.
And when you do decide, if this does happen to be the one that we decide to do again, I'll happily sit down with you and help rebuild the entire thing, because there's a lot of other things that I use to make these double walls look nice and such. Oh, yeah. That will be something that you tell me, alright, Clink, you got 3 hours, go.
Right. This is, well, it wouldn't even be 3 hours. It would be like over a span of, yeah. But yeah, the whole point is to build it on the 5.0 account so that it would not occupy your own,
Oh, definitely.
yeah.
And hell, if you need an extra of this, I don't have any plans for the atrium currently on Jameson, so I will keep this if it does become something of value. This is going to stay here for a while, and I don't plan on changing this. It'll not probably, I won't leave the door, but the instance will still be here. So if we need to set a backup for it at any point, if this does happen to become the one we choose, that will be, it'll be here.
Yeah, and can
Oh,
I
definitely.
give you some material in repayment for this?
Oh no, not at all. It's all right. I'm
Okay.
sitting pretty good, and I'm running contractor whenever I work on anything, so I'm only using one of every resource for the most part.
Okay. All right.
So yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you're-
no worries.
you're
This was
great builder.
actually
What do you
something.
think?
I actually have to thank you for this, because this allowed me to do a lot of things that I haven't tested yet, and this gives me a lot of ideas for future builds of mine that I will be working on.
Oh yeah,
This is
Teb,
giving me a
you
lot
are a
of
builder.
inspiration.
Yeah, what do you think,
what
Teb? I
else?
mean, you.
I like it. I like it a lot.
It's excellent, yeah.
No worries. Man, these fans are so subtle, like, really. Like, I looked at this fan on the wall and forgot I placed this. Like, I forgot I literally placed this fan on the wall.
They can be, yeah.
Oh, they can be. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
thing is,
absolutely.
though, like, it
Say
will
nothing, Ray.
it will make sense as they continue to add other non-Vault-Tec interiors, because then it spreads out.
Yeah.
Because, like, everyone having a Vault-Tec bunker, yeah, that's... But as they release, like, the
Yeah.
Cave 1, if it's not, like, a Vault-Tec interior, you know,
Oh,
different
yeah, I imagine it
different
wouldn't be.
interior aesthetics, it's going to
Yeah.
spread out the oddity of it.
I think a lot of our guys have done really good for writing up the reasoning for a lot of their bunkers. Like, I love the idea behind Hawkins. He did a really good job with writing up the backstory for how he found his and
He
that whole
discovered it, yeah.
yeah. Jameson, I simply wrote it up that recently I'm planning a little write up for Christmas, so I'm not going to go too in depth for it. So, but I'll post it on Christmas. But I've been writing up a little something. But Jameson has been holding on to a lot of White Spring bots, and that's what I've explained it off as how these are coming to being in creation. So he's just been letting a bunch of the construction bots get to work, and he's been waiting months for this to complete, and it's finally been done.
Grace is just has this small little shelter. All the rest belongs to Changeling, which is buried beneath Haven. Which makes sense because of all of the bunkers in the mire, it makes total sense that there would be a submersed bunker in the mire.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Is it cool?
It's amazing.
How they
He's
do it in the cave,
so
or how
creative.
how
Mm-hmm. It's incredible.
it looks like a fucking cave, or like
Yep.
a.
Subway. It's a subway feel. It's amazing. It's so amazing.
Absolutely.
That's
Well,
also
I'm gonna
pretty exciting.
switch to I guess I'll probably switch to Grace and continue working on Changeling out of character for Bunker for a little bit since it's already midnight. A little bit
I
longer
gotta
there.
jump off. I gotta work in the morning.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Teb, I'll hop over to Kasumi so I can hand you the
Ray,
rifle, by the
you
way.
and I need to meet at some point
Okay,
on
great, thank
Corey's bunker to look at the
I'll jump over.
and anybody else who wants to at some point look at the Jackson Corey set.
Ooh, I want to be privy to
depth.
that.
Yeah. So.
Oh, did it? Yep, it sure was.
Alright, guys.
I got also like.
All right, man.
Join a random
Have a good night.
server. Good night,
Have a
guys.
good night.
All right, everyone.
See ya.
Clank, it looks amazing. We'll let
Heck
you know. 15th is the deadline.
Well, I appreciate you come take a look. It makes putting the effort in all worth it. Teb, whose server are you planning on going to?